Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Woo back here with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the time that I terrorized my neighborhood on LSD. Before we get into this video, I want to say please follow me on Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. It is where I mainly post everything. YouTube is just something I do for fun. So, with that fucking said, let's get right into this video. So this is with good old Jimmy and a few other people. So this is with Jimmy and Jack and Braden. So that's just fake names because obviously I don't want anyone to get in trouble for this because this is way in our past and I don't want anyone to get fucked for this. But anyway, so this happened about 2021, I would say. This was when I first had met Jimmy. I hadn't first met Jimmy, but he had moved in with me pretty recently. I would say it was about a month ago. And me, Jimmy, and Braden were very good friends at this point. Like we all just hung out, and Braden had this really nice Challenger at this point, and it was just a hoot and a holler, man. We just had a fun time. And so on this day, me, Braden, Jimmy, and Jack, we decided that we were gonna take some LSD. All right. So this wasn't a abnormal thing. We took LSD probably almost every week. And so me and Jimmy decided that we were gonna go to Plugman to go get some acid. All right. So Plugman is about 10-15 minutes from me, I think. I think that's how long it took me to get there. So we go and pick up our tabs and we come back. Nothing really happened during that drive, just normal. And so we get back to my house, right? We usually tripped at my house because it was just like, I don't know, it's just a place to hang. It was just where we wanted to trip, right? So we ended up taking this acid around like, I would say 7 p.m. Yeah, like 7 p.m. It was just starting to get dark at this point, right? So we all decide that we want to have a fire, right? So me, Jimmy, and Braden and Jack, we all head outside, and I have this little fire. I used to have this little fire pit. There's a story for that coming up. All right, what happened to this fire pit? All right, but anyway, so we all sit around this fire pit. And me and my family always had wood. Like we never had to go get wood for a fire because we used to have fires all the time. So we always had wood on deck, right? So we start having a fire, waiting for this acid to kick in, and just trying to figure out what to do with our night. I mean, we're gonna be up for 12 hours, right? So me and Jimmy get this idea, right? So Braden has fireworks, all right? Braden, he's an interesting person. He always has random shit, right? Just random ass shit. And so he had fireworks at this point. Now I'm not talking like them fireworks that you light them and they just it's like a little fucking like it's just a little like shower. No, he had mortars, right? So this was gonna be a very fun night. All right. So Braden had mortars and me and Jimmy had an idea. All right. So I was a degenerate at this point. I didn't really give a fuck about anyone else, which is bad. Really scary, honestly. But I didn't really care about anything, and I was down to do quite literally anything that was fun and would give me entertainment. All right. So we start we start planning on ideas what we're gonna do with these fireworks. Normally, what we would do is we would just go in like the middle of a field and just light them off and watch them happen and just have fun. Just don't fuck anything up, right? But that is not what happened this night, right? So Jack he's an interesting person too, and he always has some very weird ideas and some ideas that can get you in a lot of trouble, right? So me, Jack, Jimmy, and Braden all decide that we're gonna go around my neighborhood and like basically fuck it up with fireworks, right? I'm not talking just like on the street light a firework and wake people up, like we actually like you'll hear in the later story what we actually did, right? So we're all thinking of stuff that we want to do with these fireworks. We're like, oh, we're gonna blow up a porta potty. Oh, we're gonna do all this shit. Like, this is gonna be really fun, right? So we all start packing up and we start all getting our stuff together. So Jimmy brought a backpack because I have no idea why Jimmy brought a backpack because we literally had all the mortars in like our hands and our pockets and stuff. No idea why Jimmy brought a backpack. But so we're all fucking walking down my street, right? I would say it's probably like 10-11 p.m. at this point, probably like 4 or 5 hours of like the acid hitting us. We decided that we wanted to go around like peak or like before peak. Like we wanted to be tripping doing this. Like this sounded really fun to us, right? So we start walking down the street, and I can already tell this is going to be fucked because I'm literally like, I can see everything. The fucking colors on everything is insane because how my neighborhood is, I live in a very nice suburb. And a lot of people have like LED lights and they have like all these other stuff and like bright colored things on the fucking side of the road. And it's just fucking insane to look at when you're tripping, right? So we're walking down this street and we see our first target, right? So there's this kid that I fought, and I would say probably like, dude, sixth grade, I think it was. Like sixth grade, I fought him over a female. I had no idea we were fighting over female. He just started fighting me, right? Like it was a whole thing, all right? So we decide that we're going to go over to this kid's house and we're going to throw a firework in his garage because we don't like him, all right? So we scope out our target. Now, I shit you not, this kid lives maybe like a minute from me. 2 minutes, not even. Like, he's down the street. Like, I could go outside of my old house, walk in the middle of the street, look down, and I could see his house. Like, that's how close the man lived to me, right? We didn't go that far for the first target, right? So we get to this kid's house, and I'm like, I want to do this shit. Like, this is my target, bro. Like, you guys barely know him. I just want to fuck his shit up, right? So I grab one of these mortars. Now, we don't have the mortars in, like, one of those tubes that you're supposed to have them in. We just have them in, like, the balls, bro. Like, this motherfucker just had, like, 20 mortars sitting in his car from leftover from fucking 4th of July, right? So I take this ball, and I light this bitch, bro. And I'm not gonna lie. Like, this was one of my first... I think I was, like, 14 at this point. 13. And this was one of my fucking first times lighting a damn fucking firework like that, bro. Like, it low-key scared the shit out of me. But I lit that bitch and I threw it in his garage and we all fucking ran, bro. Like, I shit you not, we dipped, bro. And it took maybe like 5-10 seconds for that shit to blow up. And we just hear a boom, 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 bro. And it was fucking insane, bro. Like, you can see the garage is all smoked and shit, bro. And we just dipped down the street, right? So I wish we could say we ended there. We did not. So Jimmy, as you guys know, Jimmy is a very interesting person. He will do anything under the sun. Like, I know I said I used to do anything. This motherfucker would have done 10 times more than I would have done, right? So we start walking down this fucking street, and Jimmy sees a garage that's halfway. Like some people in my neighborhood will leave their garages like kind of open so like their cats or animals can get inside. I don't know. I've just always seen it in my neighborhood. This motherfucker, bro, he walks up to this garage. He has a mortar in his hand, lights that bitch and throws it under there like we're in fucking Call of Duty, bro. He fucking chucks it under there and starts running, bro. And for all we know, there could have been a car right there, bro. So this motherfucker could have fucked someone's car up, right? We just start fucking dipping down this street, bro. And at this point, like, I'm fully expecting cops to come. Like, I'm fully expecting cops to be looking around my neighborhood for some fucking hooligans that are like shooting fireworks off, right? So I'm like, guys, we should go to this park. So there's like this, I always talk about this park. It's called, I don't want to say what it's called to be honest, but it's right next to my house. Like, it's right next to my house. So that's why or my old house. That's why I don't want to say it. But so we walk over to this park, right? And there's a porta potty, right? And there's a few stories before this that I haven't told about us blowing up porta potties and bathrooms, but this was one of the last times we have done it, right? So we walked up to this porta potty. Now it's not a normal size porta potty. It's one of them wide fuckers, bro. It's one of them ones that like are supposed to fit the handicapped people in it, right? So we walk over to this porta potty and we all had the same idea, bro. So we have like 4 fireworks left that we bring with us. We all tied our fireworks together and we fucking put it in like the where the soap is supposed to be. Like, the soap was ripped off of the wall because, I mean, not gonna lie, like, where I live is a suburb, but there's a lot of dumb kids and a lot of dumb people that just fuck shit up, right? So this soap dispenser is ripped off of this wall and there's just like a little carrier right there. So we put all of our fucking fireworks in there, we tie the wicks together, and we fucking light this shit, right? So me and Jimmy are just standing there. We're like holding these things together, trying to. I think I have a video of this actually. If I do, it will be up on the screen right now. But literally, me and Jimmy were sitting there tying the shits together and lighting them on fire. And by the time, like, I think what happened was we tied it together so much, the wicks were so small, we lit that shit, closed the door, and by the time we like took 4 or 5 steps running the other way, all we heard was boom, 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 and the fucking like porta potty is like fucking smoking out the top, bro. The fucking shit, the door is flying open, bro. Like, it is fucking insane, bro. Like, I hope I have a video of this on the screen, bro. Like, I hope I have a video of this still, but this shit was fucking hilarious, bro. And so we blow up this fucking porta potty and we stay after. I have no idea why we stayed. That is probably the dumbest shit I think I've ever done. Me, Jimmy, and fucking Braden decide that we're gonna go look at the porta potty, bro. I know I have a video of this, so this will be on the screen. This porta potty, after like 5-6 minutes after like we let these fireworks die down, we open this fucking door and smoke just comes pouring out of this fucking porta potty, bro. Like someone had just hotboxed it, bro. It was probably the funniest shit I've ever seen in like a hot minute. I was laughing my ass off, bro, and I was just having a fucking hoot and a holler, right? So, let alone what I thought happened earlier did happen. The cops came, right? So after that porta potty one, I feel like they had enough, and so at first I didn't think it was a cop. So how this park is laid out, we're at the top of it. Like, it's a big hill park. Like, we're at the top of this giant hill at the park, and you can see down on the road where the cops would come. There's only one way cops can come. I mean, there's two, but they would have to walk the other way. The only way that they can drive to you is from the way that we're looking at, right? So I'm looking down this thing. I look like down this path thing, and I see a car with LEDs driving by. Now, it's not a Explorer or it's not a Suburban. It's not a big car, but it's I don't know. It was like a Ford Taurus or whatever. It was a fucking cop, right? Now, this motherfucker didn't drive up, but he was sitting down there and he parked. Now, I didn't think this was a cop only because it wasn't a big car. I've never seen like a Ford Taurus or like a Crown Vic in my town that was a cop. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, it's just somebody that wants to come to the park or whatever. So we're sitting there for a couple more minutes, and this car starts driving up this fucking sidewalk, right? And we start to get into booking it, bro. Because I'm pretty sure the cop didn't see us at first. I'm pretty sure he was just there making, like, if someone did run down, that he would have caught them. But we were at the top, and we were looking over, like, the whole time, and we were, like, very certain this wasn't a cop, so we just started messing around again. Then this motherfucker started driving up the fucking hill, right? And he had this spotlight on. That's how we knew it was a cop. He started driving up, and as soon as he, like, seen us, he put his spotlight on us, and we got to booking, bro. So like I said, there's one way that you can leave with walking, and that's how we did. We booked it the other way, and we went down this, like, trail, and we booked it back to my house, right? So nothing really happened the rest of the night besides we did, like, go outside and have another fire, and we seen hella cops driving by, which is understandable. Hella motherfuckers' garages just got blown up and porta potties, and we were just sitting there on acid like nothing happened, right? But anyway, I appreciate you guys for listening to the story if you did. Again, I am trying to keep the stories a little bit shorter, and just because I know y'all's attention span isn't as good as, you know, isn't as good as it should be. I'm going to be honest. Like, 8 minutes of a video is crazy. I'm just kidding, bro. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a very fun one to tell. Very more stories coming with Jimmy and LSD. We literally were some fucking LSD fiends. It is bad, and we did dumb shit like this all the time. But anyway, like I said in the beginning of the video, please follow me on Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram. I post more about more about gaming and just social everything on there than YouTube. YouTube is just story times I like to tell. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for watching this. And I do have a new outro. So this is the song that's in it is My Friend, and he's trying to become a rapper, and he's honestly good as fuck. So I hope y'all fuck with the outro. His shit will be down in the description. He's on YouTube, Spotify, and I'm pretty sure SoundCloud. I don't know, I'll have to check with him, but his links will be down in the description along with a few of his songs. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for listening to this video. I appreciate y'all for staying this long if you did. Anyway, it has been Woo, and I am out.
What the fuck? Yeah, I fucked up, tweaking with my mom, I know she giving up, like what the fuck, taking cars and smoking weed from out that Dutch, I got let up, yeah, little school me told me, boy, you fucking up, and you know what's up.